Okay. We are back and we are going to see the rest of football.
Embrace true power.
Anything else to see? Probably no. Been there. I don't know how to get here. Oh. Bring that up. Bring that up there. Nope. Probably not. This one. I hope I will get some of the code.
Let's seize the
Let's see the rest of the
opportunity.
footfall. Atrium, Tattered Spiritum Stray, and Shadow Quarters. Let's go to Atrium and make some quests there. Footfall Atrium. Some key. Damn, it's big. Oh god, it's big, beyond big.
The world trembles beneath.
This place was intended to be merely a hall within the temple, but now a whole city has been squeezed into it.
A rational decision. Ecclesiarch temples lack the critical functionality that a void station requires. Unlike the chapels of the Adeptus Mechanicus.
Funny, even the dog have something to say.
The machine god grants the insight.
Intriguing.
Okay, I can get down. Oh, the buzzing crowd has closed in on several harried-looking individuals. Some of their faces are smeared with fresh blood. The angry cries and twisted faces leave no doubt a massacre is about to take place. Instigator just cut their throats already. What were they thinking, letting that ship dock at Footfall? They're all stricken. No, no cutting. We get their blood on us. We'll be tainted too. Better burn them. What? Hieronymus Doloroso. Be quiet, you scoundrel. A priest clad in a simple black raiment cuts through the crowd like a void ship crossing the sky. You dare pass judgment on others? What arrogance to think you have the right. This is the guy whom Argenta has to meet. Argenta starts at the side of the elderly priest. That's Reverend Hieronymus. I'm surprised he's decided to intervene in a street squabble. What is going on here? Oh, wait a second, I have to make myself a coffee. A second. Okay. Intervene. Several dozen gays bore into you. And who are you supposed to be? I'm the envoy of the von Valencius dynasty, a concerned citizen, an armed one. I suggest you think well before giving me lip. The rabble rouse gives you an uprising look. You've got a point there. I wonder if you can back it up. Silence, you must be completely out of your minds. A band of woefully dim-witted reprobates who think themselves bringers of justice. Who are you to pass judgment on anyone? All you ought to be doing is suffering and repenting till the end of your days. And what's so wrong about that, Reverend? You just want to put these heretics to death. We are not heretics. The haggard man is on the verge of tears. We are refugees, I swear it on the golden throne. We served the Imperium faithfully until they hung us out to dry. Where were the protectors that were meant to shield the lands of humanity from nightmares? Traitors and heretics, the lot of them. A murmur runs through the crowd. The people gawk at you, at the priest, at the wretched group huddling in the center. How tiring. The motley sea of colors that fills this restless crowd is hard on the eyes. So many hues, but most of them are acid. Yellow streaks of fear, the red buds swelling ready to burst and paint all who are gathered here. Cassie looks at the crowd of troublemakers wearily, and they shudder at the very sight of her. As for the hearts of those who have been forced to defend themselves, they are shrouded in purplish-black grief, but the words are as transparent as the ice that lies at the top of the glacier. But commoners are always deaf to others, suffering, for such is their nature. Interfering in their affairs is hardly worth of you or me, Oscar. Those are serious accusations you're spouting. I hope you have proof to back them up. What more proof do I need? The man shouts. Kiva Gamma used to be a prosperous world. My family transported goods from there for generations. And then they came. They butchered, tortured, sacrificed an entire block of to the darkness. We were on our ship up in orbit, and all those messages started coming in. Half the wardens down there joined them right away, and they even reached us in our ship with some blight that made half our crew take their own lives. We barely escaped, we barely made it here. Why did this happen to us? I wonder what all this is about. Is our planet really under attack, or did some devious opportunists send these slanders here to undermine the might of the von Valencius dynasty? Who could it be, I wonder? To return to their homes immediately, the refugees can go to Dock Alpha Ra. I will speak to you later, comply or face consequences. Test succeeded. The rabble rouser looks at you morosely. I don't want to get in trouble over this lot. The refugees use the interruption to make off in the direction of Alpha Docker Row. Yay! Good stuff. The arrogance and self-righteousness of a malefactor. The priest shakes his head disapprovingly. Then his eyes shifts to you. I'm Reverend Hieronymus Doloroso, head of the Drusian mission here on Footfall. I thank you for stepping in. Please come see me when you have the time. We can talk then. Oh yeah, oh, I will come. I will step.
I tread a path unexplored.
Style selling them. Shopkeeper. Shopkeeper? God, citizen shopping. Mr. Crowd shopkeeper. Do you have any goods for sale? In here? Only those I can collect. Dreadful Xenos. Punished Xenos, okay, for point for go. Ulcara behavior. Only malice, habitat, blah blah blah. Eldari. Okay, there is another rubble. There. Citizens and guards.
Powers unseen uncover my path.
Collect those. Know my children that the proof is covered gold. Fusion acolyte. Oh. And behind this guy's ass, there is a shop that I have to
Let's seize the opportunity.
Okay. Let's pick up some loot. Carnival Parker. This young man is clearly making every effort to look dapper. His fashionable clothes are practically new and his hair is well groomed. What ruins this impression is the poorly scrubbed off oil stains from his leaky implant, and the feet of the jacket, which was clearly made for someone else. Come on, come all. See for yourself the best collection of live Xenos on footfall. Press and hold the button that sends a jolt to the exhibits. What kind of collection is this? Dangerous, vicious, ruthless Xenobeasts. Caught red-handed, and they were attempting to commit evil against the Imperium, but right now they are harmless. Our cages can withstand the rage, but I wouldn't recommend getting too close. These aren't Xenos, they are mutants in makeup. The man's smile dims, but only for a moment. Not Xenos, you say? I'm sure there must be some mistake. I will check the shipping list myself, rest assured. His words are oozing with greenish yellow hues. I do not think this promise will be kept. Such entertainment is lucrative precisely because billions of Imperium subjects have never encountered Xenos in their life. Ignorance and curiosity create colossal demand. That's what I was taught, and I can see that the lesson was truthful. Dangerous form of entertainment. Xenos have no place among humans. Kill them all. I will buy all the captives from you. Heresy. These exhibits must burn, and you will burn along with them. This is more heretical than this. Let this abuse be stopped and all the captives free. I will buy them. Profit factor lost by 1. He thinks for a moment. That can be done. Very much so. The entire collection will cost you a tidy sum, but you are free to take them away right now. Oh god. I lost the factor. Well, small price.
Embrace true power.
Operation successful.
Access received. Okay.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Yeah, let's go this way.
Experience. Nothing matters more.
Yo. Disable leaflet.
The world trembles beneath my feet.
Oh. The low hum of voice is quiet, and the dozen gazes shift to you. The tall man with the shaved head is rubbing his hands together nervously. His opulent clothes are nearly bursting at the seams of his muscular body, and his expression is forbiddingly grim. Still, he's trying to put on an air of friendliness. Greetings, you must be... He glances at the scroll in the mechanical hand implant. Master Fidelio, all the guests have arrived. You're the last one on the list. We couldn't... We'll start without you. Your presence is absolutely vital. Go... No! And I haven't saved. He rubs his hands together anxiously. Von Valensis, you're not on the list, but that hardly matters. All doors on footfall are open to representative of Lady Theodora. Please come right in. Chaplain is about to begin. Now where is the last attendee, Fidelio? Oh! That was cool. You catch sight of something odd before stepping away from you. The man gestures subtly to a nearby servitor, giving it some kind of command. The servitors quickly remove the bottles of Amasek, potent alcoholic drink of varying quality, widely available across the Imperium, and glasses set out for the attendees from a nearby table. Look around. The gathering you found yourself at seems refined and respectable at first glance. The decorations and the attendees' clothes speak of wealth, and so does the location, which isn't far from the League's residence. But you notice that most of those gathered are of rather imposing physique. Many of them have scars and military-grade implants. Several of the guests look like they are covering the exit. A few are clearly carrying concealed weapons. Who this Fidelio is and why they cannot start proceeding until he or she appears. Judging by the way that fellow with the list was talking about the individuals, it's someone very important, but it's not a name I've heard before. Never heard the name before. I want to see what this is about. Someone dead. What a terrible, sorrowful day. We pay our respect to the life and soul of Footfall Society, a loyal servant of the Imperium, a generous benefactor who spared no expense to keep the fire of faith burning, an example to all future generations, the most noble and unforgettable Master Bellardo. This loss, the fuzzy enemy Stratum clerk, speaks in a strained voice and keeps peeking at a paper with text on it. His speech drags on and on, blending into a monotonous cascade of praises of the late Master Belardo. So let us offer a prayer to the Emperor for the repose of Master Belardo's soul and the prosperity of the heirs of his heirs. I now pass you over to our most reverend chaplain. A formidable looking man dressed in the attire of an ecclesiarchy missionary glares at the gathered crowd. And here you all are, you vultures. Let's offer a prayer then. Vultures? But if you think that the Emperor, or the messenger of his will, in other words myself, does not see into your vile souls, you are sorely mistaken. Chaplain looks at you and gives a slight nod. I wasn't referring to our esteemed guest, but the rest of you I know all too well. So go ahead, pray for Belardo's soul. Soon the flames will take him, a fitting end for a life like this. May the Emperor keep his soul. Without another word, Chaplain makes the sign of the Aquila and pointedly turns away from the attendees. Okay, what happened? Whoever prepared the body of the grey-haired man laying in the coffee, they did a good job. Even in death he looks majestic. Abelard maintains a grave expression befitting the occasion until he sees the face of the deceased. He frowns. He peers at it with suspicion. Then he gasps, astonished, almost dazed. I will be. This is quite the meeting, if it can be called such under the circumstances. Take a good look at the deceased. The implants left in the deceased body speak of his high standing. Expensive tech is typically extracted from the dead, and only the most prominent and wealthy avoid the fate upon their death. Do you know this man? Do I? I would tell you all about this man, but the words I'd use would be improper for a funeral. This, your lordship, is Jerrican Dens, known back in the day as one of the most notorious pirates in the Corona's expanse. They nicknamed him Jerrican for his habit of having a jug or two of promethium on hand. He did love burning things. Oh yes, he was a menace back then. How long ago was it? 60 years ago? I was serving my last days in the Navy when news came of his latest attack. They drink promethium? Abelard distractedly runs a hand through his hair. Well, there was a time when the sight of Jerrican in a coffin would have been enough to make me dance. Quite literally. By the throne, I would have danced a jig on the spot, but now I don't know. No more jumping into the warp right from under the cruiser's nose, eh? You old beast. Who would have thought I'd be at your funeral? This is very grand for a pirate's funeral. Is this normal for football? Folks on football are known to turn a blind eye to many things, but even the locals aren't so unscrupulous as to honor pirate scum a few pieces away from the League's residence. But no one has heard of Dance for so many decades. I barely recognized him myself, and I've seen his face on picts a fair few times back then. I assume he retired and started a more or less honest life under a new name. What was it they were calling him, Master Belardo? Now I remember, Reverend Hieronymus mentioned the name Master Belardo as one of the biggest donors to the temple. Step away from the coffin.
The world will bow.
So, the pirate went good.
I see what others do not.
Oh. Does this mean a good loot?
Never doubt me.
Nope. Or there should be a good loot? First Mate Dagon, the tall man who welcomed you at the entrance is shifting from foot to foot and keeps glancing around with a gloomy expression. Lord von Valensis, could you spare a minute of your time? I'd very much like to talk to you. What did you What did you wish to speak about? Well, Dens, that is Belardo, my old friend and boss, died and he left all he had. And he had a lot, mind you. To this Fidelio, that was kind of rude of him. That's no way to treat your friends. I get it. He left his useless son high and dry, and a good thing too. But his old friend? So I'm thinking maybe you can step in and set things right. Intervene in the matter of the inheritance. Or I don't know. Why did Dens leave you out of his will? Old age, you know, his head wasn't the same anymore. Yeah, that's got to be it. It was just too unfair to fly with him for 10 years and then get nothing for it. Who's this Fidelio? Dagon winces like he has a toothache. I wish I knew. I first heard the name when Dens kicked in. Maybe Fidelio's a whore who put a smile on his face in his golden years. And so Dens decided to give them the whole kit and caboodle. What is caboodle? I have to check it. What do you want from me? You are distinguished sort. You can muscle in on this. You can talk to Chaplain. He's Dens' executioner.